So hello everyone. Let's start the second chapter of your term one, that is the acids, bases and salt. As the name said, we have to be discuss about the different properties belonging to the different acids, bases and salt, different reactions and applications of acids, bases and salt. In today's lecture, we will going to discuss about the first of basic definitions and how we can distinguish the acids and bases in laboratory. So in the first lecture, we will discuss about some basic concepts of acids and bases. Let's first discuss about the definition. I have two different types of definitions of acids and bases. That is called theoretical definitions and one is called a practical or experimental definition. Experimental definition always based on the indicator. As we know, indicators can make a difference between acidic solution and basic solution. So first let's discuss about the theoretical definition. That is, there are three different theoretical definitions of acids and bases. And these are the name of the scientists who actually given these definitions, these concepts called Arrhenius concept of acids and bases, Bronsted concept of acids and bases, and Lewis concept of acids and bases. So look at the concept first. Acids are those substances having tendency to release H plus ion in the aqueous solution. That is the first most widely accepted definition of acids. The substance having tendency to release H plus ion in the solution. H plus ion. Release H plus ion in aqueous solution. And bases are those which release OH minus ion in aqueous solution. OH minus ion in the aqueous solution. That is the first definition. That is the first definition that is also given in your book. The substance having tendency to release H plus and the substance having tendency to release OH minus. Same way, the Bronsted having, he actually given a definition according to the same Arrhenius for the acid, but the concept of basis has been changed for this Bronsted. Students, you have to be learn the concept of pH also given in your level. The concept of pH that actually indicate the concept of pH is actually indicate that we have two different types of solutions. One is called acidic and one is called basic. Depend upon the pH value, and pH actually based on the H plus concentration volume. If we wish to learn which one of the solution is basic, again we have to tell the pH value must be a greater than 7. That is the general conditions. Na? Lower than 7 acid, greater than 7 base. So what is the meaning of pH here? The pH actually based on H plus concentration only. It means the solution, acidic as well as base, can be explained on the basis of only H plus. That is the concept of pH. No need of concept of OH minus to explain the concept of base. So the same theory given by Mr. Bronsted, and which application you are using as a pH value. So according to Bronsted, acid release H plus and bases accepted H plus look at the condition. According to the Bronsted, acids having tendency to release H plus, but bases must be the opposite of acid, so having tendency to accept H plus from the solution. So all those substances having tendency to accept H plus from the solution must be called base. This is the concept of pH solution also. This is the concept of pH solution also, because pH solution based on only the concentration of H plus. The pH solution deal with the acid or base depend upon the H plus concentration. That is called a power of H plus concentration, also known as salt form pH. What about Lewis? Actually, the problem is many of the acid which actually act like acid and many of the base which act like a base in chemical reaction without having hydrogen or oxygen. Suppose we have a substance, any substance I'm randomly choosing any substance, like suppose I'm taking some of the substance. You can see out of four, only one substance have hydrogen, and other three substances neither hydrogen nor oxygen. So suppose we have a BF3, name is called boron trichloride. If the compound doesn't have hydrogen and oxygen, so how it can be release hydrogen or OH minus? So how can we classify that what BF3 will be, acid or base? Because having no tendency of release H plus, no hydrogen present, and also no OH minus present. If oxygen is not there, so no tendency to release OH minus as well. So BF3 cannot be acid and bases according to Arrhenius, according to Bronsted. According to Arrhenius and Bronsted, BF3 should not be acids or bases. But the problem is the chemical reaction, when BF3 involved in the chemical reaction, BF3 act like acid. BF3 act like an acid. And that cannot be explained on the basis of these two theories. So Lewis, the one of the famous scientists we have, explained the concept of acids and bases on the basis of electronic theory. On the basis of electronic theory, he suggested the substance having tendency to accept a pair of electrons called acids, and the substance having tendency to release a pair of electrons called base. No need of hydrogen, oxygen in a substance. That is a totally different concept what we actually learned earlier in the terms of acids and bases, and that is also accepted by the many other chemical reactions and followed by the different compounds. So definition will be, the Lewis definition will be accept a pair of electrons So now we have three different definitions. That is, first definition, whatever acids and bases you learned, whatever acids and bases you learn, that is generally harmonious acids. Whatever examples you learned and whatever examples you actually seen in your books, that is generally harmonious and acids and bases. For example, HCl, just to support acetic acid, these acids are called harmonious acids and also present in the laboratory for the different types of tests. Hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, acetic acid having tendency to release H plus in the solution. In the example of base, we are having a sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, etc. These are the some typical base also present in the lab, having tendency to release OH minus ion. These are the some generally present acids and bases around you in the laboratory. What you learned easily. Prostate, the concept is the same, so example also will be same. These are also called prostate acid because there is no change in the definition. So according to Bronsted, the character of acid will be similar as the character of the RNS event. But there is some difference in the concept of bases. Bases must be having tendency to accept H plus. And for example, he given ammonia having tendency to accept H plus, not to release H plus. Water, alcohol, etc. Some of the substances which behave like a base, but they don't look like a base because no tendency to release OH minus. So according to Bronsted, these substances are generally base because of having tendency to accept H plus from the solution, like ammonia, a very typical example, also present in the laboratory. Water, a very common example, which is actually believed as a neutral, but according to Bronsted, the water is a base. And I will explain after this topic how. And look at the Lewis. So all these examples are belonging to the Lewis character. BM3. AlCl3. FeCl3. etc. These are the some common example of Lewis base. Look at the example. You have to be mentioned here. These are not Lewis acid. These are not only acid, they are called Lewis acid. They are called Lewis acid. The name of the scientist should be mentioned with the name of the acid. We have 3 Lewis acid, AlCl3 and FeCl3 also. Lewis base are similar to the Bronsted base, and examples are again same. Ammonia, a very important and famous example. Again water. So there are some common example of the Bronsted base and Lewis base. Bronsted base, they can accept H plus from the solution, and they can also donate a pair of electron to the any substance. So they can also behave like a both Lewis base and Bronsted base are similar examples. These are the some common definitions we have to learn here. We have to learn here. So our chapter started from this topic, how we define acids and base. How we define acids and base. Look at the board once more. So they are called Arrhenius acids. They are called Lewis acid. They are called Lewis base as well as a Bronsted base. Now the problem is how we can determine these are having tendency to accept a pair of electron and having tendency to donate a pair of electron. Because with the help of example and formula, we are not able to learn how they can accept a pair of electron. But this is a concept of a chemical reaction. So this can be only explained on the basis of reactions. If I will take any reaction to explain all these things, then only you can learn how this will happen. They will accept a pair of electron or donate a pair of electron. But this can be only, this can also be demonstrated with the help of one example. If I'm taking that example of ammonia or example of water. So let's see the example. A simple example that is given in your level. That is given in your level. No need to go out of syllabus. These all are from your level, but not given in your NCERT as you think it. So look at this example from your NCERT book as. There is given when acids are added in the water, the general acids, when acids are added in the water, they release H plus ion in the solution, and that H plus ion combined with water to form hydronium ion. Combined with hydrogen to form hydronium ion. The acid having tendency to release H plus. And this water accepted H plus from the acid to form this hydronium ion. This is the simple representation. This is the simple representation of any type of acid given in your laboratory, in your level, in your book, either NCERT or side book. Whenever acids are added in the water, acid must be released H plus according to the definition. And that H plus is accepted by water to form hydronium ion. Look at the reaction again. What is the role of water here? What is the role of water here? Water accepted H plus. Water accepted H plus. It means water behave like a base because can accept H plus from the solution. So according to Bronsted, water must be act like a base here and HCl must be act like an acid here. And this is why how this substance are formed in the solution. How this substance is formed in the solution. Now the question is, suppose this reaction is reversible. Reversible reaction means is given in your level. Reversible reaction means the first chapter there was given chemical reactions and equations. You have to be notified each and everything about the equation. This arrow actually indicates the direction of the reaction. The direction of the reaction means this side, from the left side, the substance must be converted into the product that is called product in the right side. And this arrow indicates the direction of the reaction. According to the law of mass of conservation given in the class 9, the number of atoms must be equal to the number of atoms in the product site. LHS must be equal to the RHS in the concept of mass called law of mass of conservation given in class 9 with a silver nitrate example. With the example of silver nitrate and NaCl. So students, look at the direction again. Suppose I marked here a double arrow direction, a half arrow with a double direction. I'm just assuming only because HCl having not a reversible possibility. I'm just taking a condition only. This is only for an explanation. This is not a real value. In reality, HCl show only a single direction reaction. But for explanation, I'm just assuming, let's suppose this will be a reversible. Reversible means reactants change into the product, product changes into back reactants. So from the left to right, what the concept you can look here? The concept is this substance release H plus, this substance accept H plus. Now look from this side. Now look from this side. What you can see? Look from this side. What you can see? Now hydronium ion release H plus and Cl minus. Hello, Cl minus accept H plus. What you can see? Cl minus accept H plus. Cl minus accept H plus. So it means the Bronsted base. Actually, in the same reaction, every time we can take an example of each and every type of acids and bases. But we are not looking at the same what I want to make you see here. Just look at the reaction clearly. In every reaction, you have to be looked according to the reactant side as well as according to the product side. The concept is any acid after release of H plus become base, and any base after accepting H plus become acid. For example, water is an acid here and hydronium ion is base. Ulta bola. Water is a base here and hydronium ion is acid. So water become, the basic water become acetic hydronium after the reaction, and acetic hydrochloric acid become basic Cl minus. That is the concept of the reaction for each and every concept. Look at the concept again. Look at the concept. Problem is you are not learning the reactions as actually you have to be learned. You just going for the जैसा बुक में दिया हुआ हो, है ना? बुक में ये भी दिया हुआ है, बट प्रॉब्लम इज कि आप उसको वैसा ही नहीं देखते हैं जैसा बुक वाला कहना चाह रहा है. आप वैसा देखते हैं जैसे आपको पढ़ा दिया जा रहा है या फिर आपके पास जैसा जाने देते हैं. दिमाग तो ज्यादा होता ही है बच्चों के पास, है ना? तो ये नहीं कहूंगा दिमाग अच्छा उतना नहीं है. एक्चुअली आप उस लेवल से देख नहीं रहे हो. तो प्रॉब्लम इज उस लेवल से देख रहे हैं. आप मैं कोई भी एग्जांपल में जो ले रहा हूं, आप उसी एग्जांपल को लेकर के समझ के देख सकते हैं. एनी एग्जांपल, कोई भी एग्जांपल आप जो लेते हैं एसिड और बेस का, उसी एग्जांपल से आप उसको एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं. नो नीड टू टेक एनी एक्स्ट्रा एग्जांपल, आउट ऑफ सिलेबस एग्जांपल, नो रिक्वायरमेंट. दिस इज एग्जांपल फ्रॉम योर सिलेबस. So according to acid and base concept, any acids always change into the base. Look here. Acid, base by releasing H plus. Acid H plus release कर देगा तो क्या बना लेगा? Base. And base will accept H plus, क्या बना लेगा? Acid. Simple. So every acid having a tendency to become a base and every base having tendency to become acid just because of a transfer of H plus one. This is the concept of H plus. This is the concept of H plus one. Now the third possibility. What about this? Base. Sir, where the electron pair? Where the electron pair? आप दिखा तो रहे हैं, दो क्लियर हुआ, अभी उतना नहीं हुआ बट हुआ है. But where is the third possibility? Electron pair. We cannot see electrons. Class, how this charge will come? How this charge will come? Plus and minus. There must be the transfer of electron. You knowing that, na? How the plus will come? How the plus charge will come? Must be release of electron. How the minus will come? Must be accept of electron. Okay, so there must be a transfer of electron. In the same reaction, I can explain the transfer of electrons also, and Lewis concept also present in the same example. Actually, all these three scientists deals the each and every acids and base possible with all full concept by the transfer of H plus, by the transfer of OH minus, by the transfer of electron. There are three possibilities to learn this concept. This is all about the acids and bases. I will take up further some more example to explain more clearly what is acids and base and how they actually belongs to the different terms of concept. But before going to this, why not we have to take the example of ammonia, my favorite. Let's see the example of ammonia. Example of ammonia. See, ammonia, nitrogen atomic number 7, electronic configuration 5, class 9 level. Hydrogen 1, 1. Class 9 level. Look at the possibility. Nitrogen form a nitrogen bond with 3 hydrogens. But hydrogen has only 1 electron according to the configuration. So hydrogen can utilize 1 electron per hydrogen. So according to the number of hydrogen, the 3 hydrogens can utilize 3 electrons only. But nitrogen has 5 electrons in the outermost cell. So look at the possibility. Actually, nitrogen out of 5, 3 electrons involved in the bonding with 3 hydrogens, and a pair of electrons means a 2 electrons. Look here. Look here again. Nitrogen having 5 electron in outermost cell, 3 electron involved in the bonding with 3 hydrogen to make ammonia, and 2 electron, that is called 1 pair of electron, remain unbonding, non-bonding condition in the nitrogen. Nitrogen having a pair of electron remain without bonding. So nitrogen, if base, can utilize that pair of electron. And how it will be utilized? Look again. Hydrogen. H plus base, no electrons. एक ही तो इलेक्ट्रॉन था, वो भी लॉस कर दिया. What is the meaning of H plus? Whenever you see the H plus, whenever you see the H plus, it means there is no electron. There is no electron in the hydrogen atom. What was the concept in the given in the 9th level? The first cell must be 2 electrons. In a first cell must be 2 electrons, and that is the reason now why hydrogen make a bond, because to complete its two plate, two electron, given in 9th level. So H plus must be accept a pair of electron. Hydrogen ion can accept a pair of electron. And look at the condition again. Look at the condition. HCl is acid now. So release H plus and same H plus bind with ammonia, because ammonia can donate a pair of electron and that same pair of electron accepted by H plus. So combine together. See, ammonia plus H plus. So ammonia actually donate a pair of electron to H plus and H plus accept a pair of electron from ammonia to make this ammonium. And you know the ammonium chloride, the substance formed in the class 9th level. So how this compound formed? Ammonia with HCl gives out ammonium chloride. Simple. So class, this is the condition of how this ammonia donate a pair of electron as well, and how this ammonia accept H plus. Why I called ammonia can behave like both, but there are two different concepts. In the case of Bronsted, ammonia accept H plus. Look, ammonia accept H plus from HCl. According to Lewis, how accept H plus? Because can donate lone pair of electron. Because donate a pair of electron. So actually Lewis explained the concept behind accepting H plus or releasing H plus. Whenever substance release H plus, it means a pair of electron transfer during this process. But we are actually concentrated only the H plus value, H plus transfer. We are not taking the serious moment of the electronic concept given by Mr. Lewis. Ammonia can accept H plus because having tendency to donate a pair of electron. This is the condition. This is all about the today lecture. We'll discuss about some more things next time. Thank you.